What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we are celebrating St. Patrick's Day. Check the attire, got the hat, getting ready to pregame the Maguires Day run, which is tomorrow. So we're kind of doing a little pregame St. Patty's celebration. I'm not Irish. Yes, I would like a little bit in me, but not like that, Lance. I see you smiling. The liquid form, okay? I mean, the jokes write themselves. So anyway, as y'all probably seen on the Jerry podcast, we made Irish Wakes. They turn out green. I don't really know how it's an Irish drink because not one damn thing up here is Irish related other than the color of the drink. But today, it's an Irish Wake, kinda, but I seen it online where you add Sprite and Malibu. Online, the name was the Madman. I don't really care for that name. I'm gonna go with the Green Machine. So we're gonna do equal parts, 2 ounces of everything up here. That's flowing water everywhere. Did you get that? They set me up. That's not water. That's bourbon, ladies and gentlemen. This has been gently used. Okay, I was like, man, that's brown water. That is bourbon. So we're going to do 2 ounces of everything up here. I like 2s. It's kind of lucky. It's not 7s, but if we're making 7 ounces of everything, we'd be alcoholics. 2 ounces of OJ and a little bourbon. This is going to have a little bourbon scent to it.
It's bourbon adjacent.
Yeah. Which it might give us an idea to add a little Scotia bourbon in there. Get some 2 ounces of Blue Curacao. It's going to turn it green automatically. Bacardi white or silver, whatever you want to call it. 2 ounces of that. Moving on to Malibu black. Gold Bacardi. All right. We'll give it a little stir, then we're gonna lighten it up with a little bit of the Sprite. Of course, we're going Sprite Zero because, Lance and I are trying to watch our figures. Sun's out, guns out. Summertime's around the corner, and ladies. Here we go. All right, now you just pour over ice. This is what we'll call the Green Machine.
Looks like a Baja Blast.
It does. It turned out a little more turquoise. Let's give a little. That's a Green Machine.
Oh, yummy.
That's a Jerry drink.
Oh, that means it's strong.
Yeah. You will not want to add the 151.
Oh,
this is plenty.
Alrighty. Recording. All right.
We are recording.
We are recording ×3, so we're in this business. In the buzzness. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Beyond Buzz podcast. We're your host, Lance and Matthew. And we're getting buzzed and staying buzzed. And what's the buzz around Pensacola this week?
Hydrating with the Green Machine.
Yeah, it's literally a Irish wake with Malibu. It's like a Irish beach wake.
Yeah,
like a coastal.
It's crazy. I get it. It's an Irish thing because of the color green, but you would think they would put like a shot of Jameson or something in it.
Yeah.
Or something Irish to make it Irish, but no, it's 100% not.
Yeah, there's not a single thing in Ireland that I've ever had that resembles that, but you better bet the next time that I go to Ireland, I'm going to take this drink and say, look, let me introduce you guys to something. They'd be like, oh, feckin' good crack, or however they fucking talk.
Feckin' crack.
They say feckin', and then they say...
I'll be feckin' in your crack after I get done drinking this.
So... the first time we went to Ireland, they said, oh, that's good crack. And I was like, everyone here's a crackhead?
Yeah.
And come to find out, like, a good time is called crack. Huh. So they're like, oh, you want to go out for some crack? And it's like, oh, fuck.
That's why they're all happy and jacked up all the time.
Yeah.
Running around with shirts off and...
Yeah, they're always fighting somebody and just hammered. Anyway, they're coming down from the high of the crack, and then they drink to forget and to offset the crack.
Look at the list.
Oh, nice. Wicked. I only really have two things, but they're pretty good. Yeah. Well, one of them is like a thing and a half, but half of it has like a second story to it.
Recaps what we talked about last time.
Yeah.
Kind of finishes up.
Yeah. So anyway, so you guys are watching this like right before St. Patrick's Day. So that's why Matthew has his Leprechaun Shamrock hat on. And tomorrow, which would be March 9th, because we record this a week before it goes out. So we're recording it on March 8th. We put out a podcast every Friday. At least that's the plan for now and until something screws it up. But I plan on sticking on that upload schedule so you guys know when to tune in and to shibby, and we know when to film it.
And what better way than to start the weekend with a Friday podcast in the afternoon with a drink. Welcome to the weekend.
Yeah. And it's Leprechaun Weekend, so we have the Green Machines.
Or as we call it,
the Beekend.
Oh yeah,
The Weekend.
balloon tits. I did record an outro when I was up here.
Okay.
and just to give you a little preview, so I don't have to say it anymore because I say it so much.
Oh, beehive, baby.
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna hit me with the crickets again. Like I finally made a funny.
Yeah.
Oh shit, wrong one.
And so then when I was playing around with it, I was like, I could do this. I could do this.
Oh, beehive.
Yeah, see?
I like it.
So it works. It works all across the.
We're getting a little more better.
Yeah. Yeah, y'all give me a little bit of free time, and I sit here and start screwing around with things, maybe a little bit hammered, and I sit there and start recording shit. So there was one I was trying to record cuss words, but that had a beep in it because there's an option for a beep. And I was like, man. I don't want to sit there and have to be like, oh, F this and F that, blah, 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 because it gets AIDS. Anyway. But like I was saying, today's March 8th. So tomorrow we actually have a Maguires Run. It's the Maguires 5K. And it's not just a 5K on race. It's a all-out, like, St. Patrick's Day drink fest.
I'm about to say, it's more than just a run.
Yeah, it's not even a run.
I'm not running, okay?
It's a drink at your own leisure, but you only have an hour to do it. You know?
Yeah, it's a 5K just to hang out, and then by the time you get back, it's an all-you-can-drink festivity.
Yeah, it's a festival. Is what it is,
just one big drunk fest. And a lot of people don't even actually walk the 5K because they give you these little badges or numbers, little vests, and your time doesn't start until you cross the start-finish line. It has a little transponder. There are people, and Dave told me this, that will start the race, walk around, clock out, and go right to the damn bar and start drinking.
Yep. Yeah. Because you pay $45 a person, and then it's as much as you can drink, and they have Irish wakes, which Maguires is the restaurant that we had that green drink for Jerry. It's kind of like a play on the green machine that we have here. But, yeah, that's where they have the Irish wakes, and they have one here in Pensacola, and then they have one in Destin. Then they have two I guess, sister locations that are not necessarily, they're not Maguires, but it's called Flounders. It's out at Pensacola Beach, and then Crabs out at Pensacola Beach. And Mr. Maguire owns all four of those locations. So just to give you guys a little context of what we're doing. And so they have a 5K. So what you do is you predict what your time's going to be, and whoever gets closest to that time actually wins.
Yeah.
And then for the competitive people and then the show-offs who really just want to haul ass through the race, then they have an obvious like first, second, third price per age groups and per genders. I know it's 2024. We can't really say that because I don't know how I would sign up for which one.
I identify as a 5-year-old boy.
Yeah, what if I was non-binary? How am I going to pick male or female? Because that's the only options that they have on the thing.
Maybe now they have a category. The I don't knows.
Yeah. I was a little bit offended because on there it was like search for a team when you were signing up, and I was like, shit, if we
could have had one.
Yeah, we could have had a team. It'd be on Buzz because then they alphabetize it, and we would have been at the top, and then people would have been like, what's that? And if we put Beyond Buzz podcast, people would have been like, oh, what's that?
Yeah.
Google, us, them, us, we, us, and then we dress up like bees and we run the fucking...
Son of a bitch.
All right, that's next year.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It just comes to us.
Yeah,
it really does.
It writes itself.
Wow.
It writes itself. But anyway, so then I was scrolling through. I'm like, let's just see what the fun ones are. And then it said women only. I was like, I kind of want to
bunch of Karens. Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Come on, Stacy. We left our husbands at home, and we're going to get drunk, and we're going to cheat.
Exactly.
But nonetheless,
Jesus.
Yeah. What'd you put in this?
I'm about to say, God, dog.
Oh, shit.
Man, that was pretty good.
You stick your tongue out with that one.
I was letting it go. Like, go Lance.
Yeah, sober me will edit this, and I'll figure out if
Tell
I
us
should
how
cut
you really
that.
feel. No, keep every bit of that. That was great.
I should cut that or not.
That was awesome. No, I say keep every bit of it, and you know, because we all know or have been around people like that.
Yeah, just tear our shirt off, throw our head back, and just pull that
It's the
lever.
girls that go to the gym and like really skimpy stuff. Like, don't look at us.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's girls' day today. We don't need no like, ma'am. I'm just trying to tell you, move out of the way.
Yeah.
Like, don't talk to me. We have husbands. I don't care. I'm telling you to move.
Yeah, get off the piece of equipment that I've been watching you just Snapchat the whole time on, and let me use it.
Yeah.
Will almost got into a fight one time at the Planet Fitness up on Mobile Highway because there was this old guy, and the old guy was just sitting there and playing on his phone, and Will walked up to him the first time and said, hey, man, how many more sets you have on that? Because I just need to know if I need to go to something else and then come back or whatever. He's like, oh, I'm almost done. So Will's like, all right, cool. So Will just kind of like just shooting the shit and just like walking around because one of his friends works up there. And then the guy, Will was like steadily keeping an eye on it, walked back up to the guy who still hadn't done another set.
Jesus.
And said, all right, man, like how much longer? Because I was over there talking for like 10 minutes and you still haven't done another set. And he's like, I'm using it, okay? And Will's like, God damn, I was just sitting there waiting on you to get off the machine because you're not doing anything on it. The other one's broken and whatever. This is the whole thing. And then the guy got all pissy, and I saw Will like actively yelling at the guy because I was still on the treadmill, and then two of the employees came and was talking to Will, and they were walking towards the exit. And I was like, oh, Will's getting kicked out. And then I called Will because he actually left after that. I was like, what the fuck? Because he had gotten to the gym before I did. And I said, did you get kicked out? And he says, no, I just left because I told him, I said, I saw you walking with those two employees. And he's like, oh, no, those were my friends. I was like, okay, thank God. I was like, I didn't know if that old guy was being a dickhead or what. So
yeah. Well, the women that made women's only are those people.
Yeah.
So.
They're the same cackling Karens on the golf course. Podcast link up here. That was bitching at us on the golf course that said, how are you going to pull up on us like that and then put it in reverse while we're trying to mid-shot? Bitch, I watched you hit the drive. You're 3 times par right now. Anyway, speaking of that, we got to go golfing.
Yeah.
I almost suggested it for tomorrow or Sunday, but I was like, it's probably raining. Plus, dealing with the rain twice and then getting up early twice. It's age.
Yeah, I definitely have to get my brand new 2-iron out. Test drive that. Yeah.
And then a part of me was like, fuck going golfing or to a golf course. Let's just make the 45 minute drive to Mobile and go to Topgolf.
Yeah, could do that.
I ain't opposed. That's not beneath me.
We get crazy.
Yeah. You could wear that hat.
Yeah. Oh, man.
So what you got this week?
So there's a few things I'll start off with. One, I don't know if I should do it first or I'm just going to do it second because this one really caught my attention. Remember when Pepsi came out with Starry? They're going to revamp Sierra Mist. Have you seen the whole story on that?
Okay, so I have bits and pieces of that, and just fill in the blanks and just interrupt me.
I have the video on TikTok of Sierra Mist, the girl.
The chick, yeah.
Yes.
So she was a flight attendant, and
apparently she makes like, I don't know if it's risque videos, but she makes like interaction videos. The way she said it in her video, they're kind of like aggressive
like
videos.
Raunchy type shit?
Yeah, with some of the passengers. She has a blue goddamn check mark.
Interesting.
So I haven't seen any of her footage, nor do I care. I just thought it was very, random. It popped up, and her name is Sierra with a C.
Yeah.
And I guess her stuff is raunchy enough that Pepsi caught on, or they didn't like it. Mm-hmm. I guess she has a ton of followers, seen her material, said, no, cease and desist. We don't want that kind of like being brought to our copyright. Mm-hmm. We don't want to be affiliated with this.
Yeah.
So she hires an attorney, and she said they were very close from coming like with an agreement and kind of just like bowing down, like, okay, once you got the cease and desist, you win. They did research and found out that Pepsi let the copyright expire. So
she took it.
So what they were going after her for, they don't even own anymore. She bought it and now said, oh, I bought it, so no more cease and desist. Matter of fact, cease and desist for you, and you owe me X amount of $1 million for using my name on your Coke can. So immediately it's like, boom, revamp it.
Uno reverse card.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, revamp it. It's more of a lemon lime flavor, or it's more of this, or it's more of that. It's like, no, it ain't. It's the same bullshit.
Yeah.
It's a knockoff Sprite, and so they had to name it Starry or whatever they came up with. But
and I did see part of her TikTok where they said, or where she said that they were coming at her with an 8-figure offer. Yeah. But she didn't say or elaborate on how much. She just put like, I put a $sign, then how many figures it was going to be, and it was at least 10 million, could go up to 99 million. So somewhere you do the math.
So my thing is if a woman named Sierra Mist, one, who the hell would name their kid that? Maybe their parents really liked it or was hoping one day Pepsi would slip up.
Or maybe it was a play on her own name.
It starts giving me ideas like, man, maybe I should go rename my kids like Carhartt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah. Let the trademark just lapse a little bit.
And then all of a sudden, boom, we own it. Yeah. But also, this.
My boy Remington and I now own the rifle company.
Yeah. That's Glock, Remington, Smith & Wesson.
6 Hour.
Yeah. So now this gives an opportunity, though, for some stripper out there named Starry.
Stardust. Starburst, and she's a big bitch. Yeah. All the flavors, baby.
Yeah. Now, hey, Pepsi better watch out who they come after with cease and desist. It's like, next thing you know, now you're going to roll up on a stripper. Yep. You know, coming up on stage, Story.
Yeah, coming up on stage, Diet Pepsi. What? Sugar free.
It's like, when does it end, you know?
Yeah, almond milk's next. The big cans.
Yeah. Here comes Nestle.
Yeah, almond milk, and it's a male stripper. Like, oh, fuck, okay. Seedless grapes up on stage.
Yeah, he used to go by nut milk. Now
he went vegan. It's all almond milk.
Oh, man. So I had that. I thought that was very interesting. So,
yeah. Because a long time ago, I started watching just her videos because I was like, I follow a bunch of pilots on there because I like watching them land the planes and flying airplanes, and especially like the F-22 Raptors and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And so following the plane videos ultimately led to following like flight attendant videos.
Okay.
And so I always wanted to know like certain things during a flight. What do they mean when they say this, or what does it mean when this happens, or blah, 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 blah. And she was one of the first people that came up on my feed. Okay. So I started watching that. And then as time went on, I was like, all right, this bitch is kind of seeming like she's a little bit of a slut, I guess. So I was like, I'm done with that. Because then she started saying, oh, I also have an OnlyFans type deal. And I was like, all right, you're done.
There it is. That's probably why Pepsi was like,
Yeah. And so there was one time Noah and I were at Cactus Cantina, and we were sitting at the bar. And there was this chick that was sitting like adjacent to us at the bar. And Noah and I were conversing in Spanish with the bartender, and then she was asking the bartender, oh, what's something cool to do in Pensacola, because I'm only here for like the rest of today and then into the morning because my flight takes off.
she was at the bar?
Yeah.
You should have been like, you're doing it.
Yeah, this is the most we got. You know,
that's why we're here.
Yeah. And so Noah and I had a marg, and then we ate, and then we overheard her talking to the bartender, but the bartender is not from here. She's from like Brazil or like Colombia or some shit. And so Noah and I said, oh, dude, you should totally go to the beach if you haven't been to the beach yet, because she lives in Miami, but she's from Houston. Okay. And she's like, oh, I've never been to the beach here. I think I might do that. And I said, Noah, want to go to the beach? He's like, sure, we'll go to the beach. So we said, hey, you want to go to the beach with us? She said, yeah. So we went to the beach, and after that, all three of us, we just became friends. Or like Noah and I became friends with her. Okay. Anyway, her name's Jennifer. What's up, Jennifer? She's a flight attendant for American Airlines. So if you see Jennifer, she's blonde hair. She's nice, fun, whatever. We went out to the beach, and we went to Crabs. We all got a drink. We were walking on the beach.
What drink did you get?
I got a Irish Red, and then Noah.
Irish Red?
Yeah, they have Irish Red. The Maguires Irish Red there.
I've never had. Oh,
yeah.
Fucking stupid. I was thinking mixed drink.
Oh, no. I didn't get a mixed drink. I was drinking beer.
Okay.
And then Noah and Jennifer both got the crab trap.
Okay.
Yummy. And it was the most perfect thing because it was her first time in Pensacola. Yeah. And the Blue Angels were coming home.
There you go.
And she just so happened to be recording the beach on her phone, and the Blue Angel. I was like, dude, you're getting the best Pensacola. Yeah. It's the best. It's the fucking thing.
You should do this for a living.
Yeah, always with the tits. But anyway, so the reason why that's important is because I asked Jennifer, I said, how much of what I see on TikTok about flight attendants is true? Like, are y'all always just sleeping around with the pilots and co-flight attendants? And she says,
sure there's a lot.
She said, I bet you heard that from Sierra Mist, didn't you? And I said, actually, I did. Yeah, guilty as charged. And she's like, that bitch. I was like, damn, like, let off. Like, let her breathe for a minute. Damn, get off her neck. And she's like, no, she just gives us a bad reputation amongst all the passengers and amongst other airlines and that's, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, so she's just doing it. She's like a clout chaser type thing. Yeah. And then she's like, yeah, and plus she's just a whore anyway. And I'll be damned if the video I saw of Sierra Mist the other day, she's already pregnant and everything. I was like,
Jesus.
She had an OnlyFans. got pregnant.
I wonder if she's going to have her kid at 3,000 feet in the air.
The Mile High Club.
Yeah, exactly.
God. But anyway, so that's my little tangent on that. So anyway.
Yeah. So
Next item.
This is the most recent. And if this person does not win, it's rigged. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
Oh, Mike Tyson better beat that ass.
Dude, Mike Tyson at 57 years old. I'm going to pull up a video for you. And mother of God, do you want me to do it on there or just show you?
I don't give a shit.
I don't. Well, I'm going to turn it down. I'm just going to show you.
If you can connect.
Okay, let me. Dude, when y'all hear this guy's punches at 57,
I might have to disconnect, so just
dude,
stand by.
stupid. Okay. Let's see.
Okay, yeah, you should be good to. All right, you should be good. Pause. And here's
eternity later.
here's a message from our sponsors. Yeah. Alcohol, just drink it.
That's a Jerry sponsor.
Oh, dude, I wish next time Jerry comes to town, I'm just gonna have him just record a bunch of just random shit, and then I'm gonna make him little buttons on here. All right.
So this is Mike Tyson at 57 years ago, or 57 years old.
57 years ago.
57 years ago, he was fighting. 57 years old one day ago. And this
57 years in one day.
Yeah, exactly. 57 years ago, he was one day old and he was fighting.
Here he is.
But dude, just watch like. If he doesn't win, that's 100% rigged. And there's more on here. You know, like this one right here.
Oh, I gotta mute that because that's gonna be copyright.
But just watch his moves, man. Like, good God. Like,
Yeah.
dude is so freaking fast and powerful still.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's gonna. If Jake Paul wins that, you know it was put in a contract for that to happen.
Here's my thing. So Mike Tyson did come out and he fought Roy Jones on a exhibition card.
I saw that. Yeah,
and you know, but the thing is, so Roy is 100%, you know, a trained, good, great fighter. He can pick and choose where he hits, just bam, 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 and it's like a sniper. You know what I mean? He's picking and choosing.
Yeah.
And Mike Tyson is too. So he knew how to hit Mike, but he also knew where not to hit him, because you strike Mike, and I don't care what the rules are, how much money's being paid. Dude's a pit bull. He's going to lose his shit.
Yeah, and he's gonna ruin you.
And he is going to wreck your night, right? So Jake Paul already came out and like gave this whole speech and was like, time to put Iron Mike to sleep. All right, dude, I get it. Mike will be able to take that.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, all right, it is what it is, but you're going to be like skating on thin ice. Jake is probably going to slip up.
Yeah.
And slip a shot or something.
He's going to
or
do some
accidentally
showboating shit.
Yeah, or accidentally, because he's not a real fighter, okay? F him. He's just a YouTuber, and which it's a soap opera.
Yeah. He looks like he is like the HMFIC of TikTok.
Right. And so it's like, all right, he can do this or whatever and fight, but he's going to slip up and it's going to strike. I think it's going to like pop off something, and Mike's going to be like, nah, dude, I'm going to fucking lay you out.
Oh, I hope.
Yeah.
I don't care what's in the contractual agreement of all that, but I hope that Mike's like, look, I already have the money. I'm already retired. You're not. You still have a lot to prove. So I'm going to sign this contract, but I'm going to go out and kick your ass.
Yeah.
That would be so funny.
Like, yeah, I won't. But the thing is, so they made it very well known between him and Roy. Exhibition, no knockouts, no power punches, like all these rules.
Power punch, that's all Mike does.
So it was very held back.
Mike's a big dude.
Yeah, it was very nerfed.
Damn.
So they fought, and there was a couple like good jabs and stuff like that. But so no one's heard of the terms and conditions yet. But like you said, I see Mike like, okay, yeah, I'll do whatever, man. I'll do whatever.
This would be so good.
Sign the contract. And everyone signs the contract. And fucking
That's such like a South Park voice.
Yeah, and he goes out and just melees this son of a bitch within 10 seconds.
Yeah.
Dude is like cross-eyed and can't talk and has to eat soup through a fucking bag. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, same.
The world needs this right now.
Yeah, I saw that like yesterday, I think, where they announced it. And I was like, of course, that's when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But the way Jake Paul does it, and I'll have to give it to him with this, he's a businessman, and so is Logan Paul. They're just businessmen trying to sit here and make all these deals to where it gives them that chance to put whatever brand on their pants or on their gloves or whatever, walk out with.
And everyone knows that the villain makes the most money. They get the most views. Everyone's going to tune in to see you fall.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like Joffrey in Game of Thrones.
Yeah. I couldn't wait for that fucker to die, dude.
So you're going to watch the next
hate that
episode
guy.
hoping he dies then.
Yeah.
And 2 seasons later.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen it.
2 seasons later, it finally happens. But they got you for 2 seasons.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, okay, play the villain. Everyone hates you, and you own it. But you're making millions off of it. Yeah. Because everyone's going to tune in to hopefully see you fall.
Yeah.
And we all know it's rigged, dude. We all know it's rigged.
Yeah. And they blatantly basically say that it's rigged by when they agree to terms of how much they're getting paid. Like Logan or Jake Paul has said multiple times, he's like, "Oh, I offered to give you X amount of dollars of my purse or whatever the hell they agree to." It's like, why was that an agreement? I would just sign on the dotted line. Do you agree to fight this person? Yes or no? It's like, yes.
We're going to split everything 50-50. Yeah. I'm fighting you, and that's it.
At this point, let me fight Logan Paul or Jake Paul.
Exactly.
Like, I'm going to go for the cheap shots. I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't give a fuck. I'm not a fighter. I don't do that. I don't do that. Like, let's go band for band on investing or band for band on funny jokes. I got you. But I don't have you in the ring. So I'm going to go for the cheap shots. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that right now. I'll still fight the piss out of you. I might be a little bit hammered when we do it, but let's do it.
See, I see that.
Jake, hit me up.
Speaking of that, I see Mike coming out like smoking a blunt.
Oh, I would.
Because he gets so high on some of his podcasts. It's like, he's going to try and like numb himself. Yeah. Like, don't lose it. You're about to make $20 million. Don't lose it. Hold it back. You know what I mean?
But if I get hit in the mouth and I wasn't supposed to be,
dude, I'm
gonna hit him in the mouth.
If I get touched in the face the wrong way, like it sparks.
Yeah, especially like even if you're getting $20 million, it's like, all right, Matthew, let's go fight me for $20 million. Yeah. It's like, all right, what are the rules? Just don't hit you in the face too hard. And it's like, I just get a little too carried away. Maybe we're feeling good. And it's like, pow.
Yeah,
it's like, oh fuck, and it's like, bam, 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 bam. I was like, all right, hold on,
like
I'm supposed to win.
With your brother, like, all right, we'll just kind of like play fight.
Yeah.
All right, cut. Just no headshots. All right, cool. All of a sudden, somebody slips up and pow, smacks you. Now it's a full on fight. You know.
Yeah. like Jason, are you hitting Jason with a hockey stick?
Yeah, exactly. He kicked me into a closet.
Yeah, see, that wasn't in the contract.
No, it was supposed to be, just I'm gonna only use my feet, and I didn't know he was gonna be like kicking field goals, and so I had to do what I had to do.
Jason was also on the kicking team.
Yeah, who would have thought?
Yeah,
I didn't think it. Otherwise, I wouldn't agree to that fight.
Right.
Here's one, and I seen this on TikTok. I didn't do the research, so I really don't know. And then the next one is something that happened in the truck by default, kind of accidentally found out. But this one,
you tell this one, then I'll tell the one that happened today.
Okay.
Then you go for the next one, then I'll follow up with my VR.
Good. Perfect. This one is so random.
I got footage.
Yeah, this one's so random, and it kind of like shows you where my TikTok and Instagram reels are. Mm-hmm. It's cooking drink recipes, and this little fun fact came up. Go back. I didn't know it. Down syndrome people can't walk backwards.
Really?
Dude, there's a lot of people out there saying that they can't. Like, it's like a legit thing.
Do we have evidence?
That's what I don't know. What I mean, like, other than Google,
in the nicest way possible.
I don't know.
If you're watching this and you have Down syndrome, can you walk backwards? Then there's going to be people in the comment section that just say, yes.
I'm doing it right now.
Like, oh, fuck. Yeah.
See, I don't, how does it affect walking? Because it has to do something with like their knees are stiff and their feet are wide apart. So it's hard for them to walk backwards. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, have you ever seen a penguin walk backwards?
No. But I've also never seen a lion or an elephant or a giraffe walk backwards either. So,
well, I've kind of seen them step or whatever. They don't do it often. Like my dog doesn't walk backwards just for fun.
I've never seen a dolphin swim backwards either. So, like, I don't see anything do anything backwards.
That would be a telltale sign of like that dolphin has Down syndrome.
It's like, hey, the forehead on that dolphin's a little bit big. Oh, it's mean. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
I mean, but it starts making you think, like, because I started thinking that too. I'm like, okay, I've never seen. I wouldn't say one of them. That sounds so effed, but I wouldn't see like I've never seen someone with that syndrome walk backwards.
Nor that one.
Yeah,
that syndrome.
Yeah, that syndrome. Because there's a lot of syndromes.
Oh my god. Yeah. The dolphin's forehead starts at the nose and goes all the way to the tail. That's how we know.
Which makes you think, is the beluga whale a whale with Down syndrome?
Dude. So one thing that got brought up at filming this week was Poobie didn't know that a beluga's forehead,
Jelly.
yeah, it feels squishy. And I was like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that either because I've never fucking touched a beluga
it's
whale.
like well, I've only seen videos and we learned about them in school. But yeah, they're like, it's like a sack, I mean,
the beluga wears its ball sack on its forehead.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, fuck yeah. But so another side quest to what we're talking about. Whenever we finally do go up to Atlanta and do the shark diving thing, we're going to do all the backstage excursions because they have a dolphin interaction and a beluga whale interaction. So you get to go feed them and pet them and the whole fucking thing. So then we get to feel the squishiness of the beluga sack. Yeah.
like the little girl off the Minions. It's so squishy.
Yeah. And to me, I think that, I know that the beluga whales use that as like their sonar thing to pick up on signals, just like the hammerhead sharks use the little bridge in front of betwixt their eyes as to pick up the sonar. So that's why they do it like this.
Some chapstick.
Did you get that from up here? Mm-hmm. Was it just, what else you got? You got snacks in there? For some reason, I thought it just ended right here. But not down here. So that's why, anyway.
I didn't want to get it out of my pocket, so I put it up there earlier.
Interesting. I was like, we got snacks on top of the...
That would be a good place. Little charcuterie board up here.
Yeah.
Just grab a piece of salami.
Fuck. But yeah, no, I was like, I want to... so the beluga whales use that as their sonar type deal. So that's the whole thing. That's fun. Anyway.
I want to play one.
Yeah. I think it's cool. I watched this video this morning, and it was like the coolest fucking story ever. There was these orcas, and it was a baby orca that swam up to this fishing boat, and it had like a piece of rope in its mouth. And I don't know if you've heard this, and if you have, just stop me. But the fisherman was like, okay, you're bringing me this rope.
Yeah.
So they went to grab it from the orca, and the orca like let them take it. And then it like showed them its belly, which is a sign of like, I trust you type thing, because nothing in the wild exposes its belly unless it trusts you. Well, they looked at the rope and they're like, okay. So then they offered it back to the orca, and the orca took it and was like trying to pull him and say, hey, come with me. And so the fishermen were like, all right, that's weird. So then they radioed in for like backup or whatever. So this research team came out with like this doctor and then this research lady, and they went out to this orca that had this rope in its mouth. Well, the doctor and this research team was following this orca, and then it just like took a hard right turn. And they're like, all right, so I guess we're just going to follow that. So then they followed it. This baby orca was getting help for its mom that was wrapped up in like this buoy rope.
Wow.
And the mom couldn't leave. And usually they like flip their back fin in order to like progress forward, but she couldn't do it because it was tied up in this buoy rope.
Holy cow.
So this team jumped in the water, they cut the rope and everything, freed off the mom, and then they just kind of like was gathering their equipment. The baby orca came back and started like flapping the water, which is like a sign of like communication. It's like, oh, thank you. And then the mom orca went out and caught this devilfish. It's like a weird stingray looking thing, and brought it back and gave it to them as like a thank you. I was like, that's the coolest fucking thing ever. It's like this baby knew to go help its mom. Y'all helped its mom, and then the mom and the baby both came back and thanked y'all. And then
I wonder if there's a way they could tag them and like come back.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then at the end of the video, the mom and the baby orca like was on both sides of the boat and escorted them back to the dock.
Damn.
And then as they panned the camera over, the mom and the baby were like coming out of the water and there was a fucking rainbow. How the if that's not the coolest video you've seen on TikTok today, then there's nothing else.
Free Willy wasn't even that cool.
Yeah. That right there in real life,
Yeah.
none of it's scripted. They just had a cameraman with this research team at the perfect time, at the perfect everything. Like everything had to fall perfectly.
Yeah.
That was the best video I've seen on TikTok so far, and it made me smile so hard today. So I thought it was cool as fuck. that was sick. Anyway, I sent it to Odd so I could send it to you so you can see it. It was the whole thing. It's cool. It's cool as fuck. So
what's your story today?
All right, so we went from a happy story down to a fucking sad story.
Oh, God.
So we were on the way back today to the house, and I had to stop at Publix to get some more tequila and vodka because I didn't know what drink we were making today, so I just wanted to be prepared because I didn't have any more of either one. And then Audrey was running into Publix to get whatever the hell she was getting. And the Publix right here on Beulah, when you're coming down, you know there's a stop sign like right in front of Publix, like one here and one here. So we came up to the stop sign, and I was talking to Audrey, but I was also playing on my phone, and out of the corner of my eye, I saw something go. I was like, the fuck is that? And then I saw its like little tail, and I was like, that's a fucking rat. There was a big-ass rat, like this big, no joke, this big. Just like, I was like, I didn't know Beulah Publix had a rat problem.
Yeah.
And Audrey looked over and was like, no shit. And then I said, it's on the other side of that pillar. So as soon as it comes around, you'll see it, or as soon as you pull forward. So she pulled forward a little bit, which I guess like the of her car scared it. And then it beeline straight for the liquor store. And I was like, oh, that's funny as shit. Yeah. And then it went up to the liquor store door and went, and then it went back down and then scurried back towards the trash can, but fast as fuck. And I was like, all right, that's interesting. Yeah. So as I'm turning this way, I catch another like little glimpse of something fast as fuck. It's a goddamn hawk.
Oh shit.
And talons were and grabbed this goddamn rat, dude. I couldn't get my phone out fast enough. I did take a picture of the hawk.
Wow.
And the hawk is big as shit.
Yeah.
And so it's like this, and on the other side, the rat is in its talons.
Wow.
The next video I'm going to show you is what I got of the hawk taking off. There's no sound to it, so I'm just gonna play it for you. And I put it in iMovie. I slowed it down, so maybe you'll catch a glimpse of the rat. But then I have a backup story after this.
Good God! Yeah, no, you can see it dinner time. Yeah. Oh my God!
So Audrey parks the car, and she goes inside Publix, and I go inside the liquor store. And at that liquor store, that's where the Creole guy works.
Yeah.
But he wasn't working today.
It was
this older black gentleman that I've known for a long time. He even worked at the Publix down by Pine Forest.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
He has like 3 teeth, 3.5 teeth. And I walked in, I was like, hey man, how's it going? He's like, did you see that? And he was like whistling and spitting at the same time because he has hardly any teeth. Did you see that? And I was like, yeah, the hawk grabbed that rat. He's like, dude, I was trying to come out of the liquor store. I saw the rat scurry up. I was like, oh, fuck that. And then all of a sudden, I see this owl come in and swoop down and grab him. Yeah. I said it was a hawk, but that's cool too. And he's like, dude, I was like, close. Close. Yeah. However he talks. And so then I was sitting there telling him, I was like, yeah, man, I was sitting there at the stop sign and I saw the like rat scurry around, and then all of a sudden I saw the hawk swoop in and grab him. He's like, I know, I was trying to get out of the liquor store. I was trying to go over to the side, and all of a sudden I see this rat come up. I said, oh, hell no, that's a rat. And then I was looking, and then, whoo, this hawk came in and swooped up and grabbed that son of a bitch. And I was like, yeah, he did. And the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm looking for tequila and vodka and bourbon and everything.
You should have done a live interview and be like, do you mind being on YouTube later?
Yeah. Because I knew as soon as I saw the rat, I was like, all right, I'm going to bring that up on the podcast. Yeah. And holy shit, there's a hawk. And I thought that was going to be a whole thing too. So I thought that was the coolest part of today.
Yeah, no, that's awesome.
And I was like, dude. And then as we're on the way home, there's all these just birds just like swirling around Publix. I'm like, all right, that hawk put an APB out on any fucking
holy cow,
on any potential rat or mouse or anything that's going to be in the area. So I was like, God. And I told the guy at Publix, I said, I didn't know you guys had a rat problem, but now I guess you have a hawk problem too, because I bet that bitch saw it in the woods across the street.
I thought you said it came out of like rock and roll sushi, because that's where we get ours from.
Dude,
and I was about to say,
I wouldn't be
son of a
surprised.
bitch.
I wouldn't be surprised. But it had to have come from somewhere. Because he was on the sidewalk in front of Publix, so you got to go down those 4 or 5.
See, they're doing all that construction stuff.
Yeah,
too,
it's stirring up everything.
Yeah, it's pushing them out, but
that was a big bitch too. Like,
yeah.
When you saw, I was like, I don't know if to call it a rat or a mouse or a mice or the whatever the fuck it is, a moose. The bigger it is, the more O's you put in it. It's a moose.
Oh yeah, it was.
It was a moose mouse.
That son of a bitch is still eating on it right now.
Yeah. He's got leftovers.
Yeah. Wow.
But no, that was the coolest thing I saw today.
That's good. Well, 2 things. My day started off like shit. Okay. So leaving the house, go up Muskogee Road and get up there by the paper mill, and traffic is just backed up. It's like 5-something to 5:50 in the morning. Like,
someone had a car accident.
That's what I thought. Seeing, the cops' lights at the intersection. I'm like, all right, cool, whatever.
Yeah.
Wreck. It's kind of foggy out, damp, whatever.
Muskogee and 29, for those of you who don't know, are known for like having bullshit wrecks all the time.
So then I see the cops' lights go. So I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. Must got it cleared out of the way. So we proceed and I start heading south on 29. There is this truck pulling this cylinder case. Dude, that's probably as tall as your damn house.
Shit.
They had Gulf Power in front of them, pushing up red lights and power lines and being escorted. I took a picture, and dude, it's like, son of a bitch. And this pissed me off. So
they might as well just make it smaller if you're going to have to.
My thing is, so why are we doing this like at this time? Everyone's heading to work, right? Could have done it in the middle of the night.
Yeah, 2
Maybe
a.m.
weather, I guess, or a delay. I don't know. Then delayed the delivery time of that.
Jesus.
Riding in the middle of 20, so no one could go around anything.
Yeah.
So I finally hit a side road to be able to pass it. So that's how my day started. But I was talking to the boys.
Make sure you send me that.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. So I was talking to the boys, and we're just shooting the crap like we always do. And something got brought up. Because Bryce is getting to the age of like wearing deodorant every day now. It's like when to put deodorant on. And somewhere along the lines, when I said the word deodorant, my radio goes to like a Hey Siri or Alexa type mode. Please say a command, like starts doing this whole thing I didn't even know the truck could do. And I'm like, please say a command. What would you like me to do? I'm like, nothing. Put the radio back on. I'm sorry. I don't understand that command. I'm like, I'm not trying to give you commands.
Keyword deodorant.
Yeah. So finally I find like the button, because I'm still learning this truck because shit happens every time. So I finally got out of it. And I'm like, I looked at the kids like, that was weird. And they're laughing. I'm like, what did we say? I was like, deodorant. What would be like? So I was like, I wonder if it's, hey, Toyota. Boom, it pops up.
Oh.
Yeah, so I'm like sitting there going like, I don't know. Like,
Toyota.
you got to wear deodorant. Yeah, you got to wear deodorant. Hey, Toyota. I don't know. But something triggered it. And I found out a new feature on my brand new truck.
You just say, hey, Toyota.
Hey, Toyota. And then you can say whatever you want to. It's like a Siri or Alexa or whatever.
Hey, Toyota.
But it doesn't understand any of my demands. So I started like messing with like, hey, Toyota, turn the volume up. I'm sorry. I don't know. It's like, what do you do?
Yeah. Other than just acknowledge yourself or announce your presence.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
my truck does the same shit. Like, there's a little voice command, and it says, use this instead of Siri.
Yeah.
So I'll press it and say, hey, do this or do that or blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh, sorry. Command not authorized. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
I'll stick to my Siri.
Yeah, but I'm driving in the fog, trying to get around this cylinder, which is huge. And we're talking. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, you put deodorant on every day. And I was like, what would you like me to do? I was like, what the hell is going on right now?
Hello,
Yeah.
deodorant.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Toyota truck.
Exactly. I guess don't wear deodorant. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah. What would you like me to order deodorant? Put it on my grocery list.
Put it on my
Yeah.
amazings on list. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
So
Let's VR.
Yep, VR time, ladies and gentlemen. Last time we ended with VR, so this time we'll end with the VR. So I wanted to show you guys a little bit of screen footage, and this is courtesy of Will and his new gaming channel, I suppose. It's called Towns, so whenever that happens or whenever he sets it live, just make sure you guys go follow, subscribe, like, comment, share, whatever, you know the deal. But anyway, so last time I was telling you guys how I was baby Donald Trump and that hold on, I'm trying to make sure it's going to be shibby. So last time I was telling you guys about how I was baby Donald Trump and I was able to sneak into these clubs, going through the legs of the bartender or the bouncer, I guess. And then this time it was me as baby Donald Trump and then one of Will's friends as Big Plankton from SpongeBob. And Will was actually High Luigi. So there's a Luigi that you can be, and he's smoking a blunt and his eyes are like bloodshot. So I'm sure you'll probably see this in here. So
I guess I need to get one. He talked me into it last time, and then after my PS5 took a crap, that's fun. And I guess I'm going to have to bite the bullet.
All right, let me make sure we're good. So just hit play, and you'll be Gucci.
Fucking zooted, dude. All right, I'm ready to go to the club.
Dude, this is great.
Are you going to let my friend High Luigi and really big, really huge plankton in?
That's me.
Please, Nocturnal, back up.
I'm nocturnal.
We have to wait for
Will, come up front, please.
Team City.
So people are like really guarding the door.
Yeah.
30 years old. He's good.
They're discriminating.
I like this.
Let me hit the joint, Luigi. Here I go.
Oh my god, this is great.
Let me in.
I could have sworn you said 4 months.
You could probably pick out who I am.
Oh my god. And you're doing these dances, or you can like?
Yeah, you can choose the dances.
I'm about to say I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
Down here.
I just want to be picked up.
Please.
Down here.
Grab her by the pussy. Bourbon, please.
He's on the bar.
Can I get the Krabby Patty secret formula for my friend Plankton here?
Good.
Anything and call it bourbon.
God.
You know what the recipe of the bourbon is?
Come on,
This is crazy. Ronald McDonald.
Didn't want the rocks. I'm on a quest to find the best bourbon. And it's not here. Not here. They didn't even know it. They thought it was beer mixed with scotch.
Oh my god.
Yeah, when I asked for a bourbon, the guy said, and in the video you can hear, I don't know if you heard it or not, but he said, "What's the recipe for the bourbon?" I was like,
The bourbon.
"Fucking the bourbon,
Like, that's it,
yeah, Buffalo Trace, Maker's Mark, whatever the fuck. Just put something in a goddamn cup and give it to me."
Wheat.
Yeah, corn. But in that, at the end, I don't know if you heard him say it or heard me say it, but I said they didn't even know what bourbon was. They thought it was beer and scotch mixed together. And I was like, beer and scotch. That sounds like an awful combination.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's that's my VR thing. That's just like a little snippet of
I gotta
what,
get one.
Yeah,
That's
I'm gonna
it.
send you the full video so you
Yeah.
can watch it, and it's funny as shit, dude. It's like maybe
Jesus.
10 or 11 minutes or so. It's fucking perfect.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
good.
speaking of beer and scotch, and we did our man Mosa, which I think ours is going to be top notch. But this it was on a golfing channel, and the cart girl was making, they call it like a boy Mosa or whatever, and it's beer. You can choose any beer, and I think it would probably be good. I could see a light beer because she said any light beer, but like Blue Moon, and you'll know why here in a minute. But it's beer, then OJ.
There it is.
Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And then it's topped off with some little bourbon. on the top.
Interesting. Beer, OJ, and bourbon.
I don't.
That's the bourbon I was looking for
Yeah,
in the bar.
that's- yeah.
VR bar. V bar.
Yeah, it was like a golfing boy Mosa or whatever type thing. But I was like, that's. I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, that's like a hangover drink.
Yeah. We
It doesn't
totally
sound very good.
We like in a separate note, but when you're talking about like a man type deal, golf course type deal, I was thinking like, oh shit, we need to have like sleeves of golf balls or just individual golf balls. We need to have koozies. We need to have glasses. We need to have all this, and this. And then
we
go out
definitely
to
need to get some merch.
gallery night.
Yeah.
Gallery night's our big fucking thing. Like we can do that. We can make it happen. All we do is just take this shit out there, set up a tent, and have a generator or just use some
We
power
can
cord
do
or
it
whatever.
right outside O'Reilly's because Crystal's friends with the owner, and she already said, by all means, y'all come in, y'all can set up, do whatever you want to, and we'll hand out your cups and everything.
Yes.
Run like a little special, like,
Perfect.
hey, buy a beer, it's $1 more, but you get this souvenir cup, and then you get, your refill is at normal price.
So the bee's knees at Pearl and Horn? If we can come up with something like that, that's like a beef flavored beverage that has it's like a yellow thing. So it's like basically orange juice inspired or whatever else is like a Fanta pineapple or something yellow that you can mix with.
Dude, we could easily come up with call it the beehive,
Yeah.
and then the rim of the glass, you just kind of like rim it with honey and like a sugar
Or
something.
black sugar.
Yeah.
Because then you could that'd be the fucking tits,
Yeah.
dude. That'd be the tits.
Too easy.
Yeah. And then we could get Beyond Buzz like what is it called when they have the two little I'm so stupid. It's the wooden things and then you throw the pouches.
Cornhole.
That. And then we have put it in the bee hole. And it's like a fucking bee thing. And then the little things are little bees.
Yeah.
The pouches are bees. You can
Instead of cornhole, is bee hole.
Yeah. And then we walk around with our microphones and then we say, "Hello, sir. What is your name?"
Yeah.
It's so. I'm here to throw the bee in the hole. It's like, all right, well, if you make one out of the 3 holes that you get, you win a free golf ball or a free koozie or a free beverage behind us here at O'Reilly's in Pensacola, Florida, on Palafox Street during goddamn gallery night. And then
Any holes
after-
the goal?
Yeah.
Who's ready to put your sack in my bee hole?
Yeah, and at that point, like
Boom.
if they do get it, then they get a koozie with a golf ball in it, and then they can go up to the bar and get a free drink.
There you go.
That would be the tits.
Yeah.
Or they get all 3 of those if they make all 3.
Yeah. We just gotta get
That'd be the
merch.
tits.
That's easy enough.
That'd be, it's all dead.
We're gonna do it. Come visit. Next podcast is
Yeah.
gonna be live from gallery night.
Yeah, well,
No watch.
yeah. April the first. Was it every first Friday of the month,
Oh,
or is it the last one?
I don't know.
It's the first one. Anyway, it's
I
within
think they
a
already
week or two
had
of
one
each
this
other.
month.
Okay, so then whatever April's is,
Yeah.
we could get that done in time.
We'll figure it out.
It-
What
it'll
if
happen.
we did? And I've seen, and this is way back, being that we could go live on YouTube, a live podcast, and Q&A it like.
Live wouldn't be hard because similar to what we're doing now, I would just have to put the audio as through through the computer. But doing a live podcast out at gallery night would be very, very difficult unless we were able to get on
No, I wouldn't say
O'Reilly's
do
Wi-Fi.
that one live, but like here.
okay.
Yeah, we
yeah.
could do like we could have some liquors lined up, some bottles lined
okay,
up, and
yeah.
they put in there, hey, try this or try that.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I would just have to move the computer from there to here. So
the
we could
live
see
one
it.
would definitely be here.
The
That'd be
live
good.
one's easier to do here, but if we were going to do a live one at a location, we'd have to make sure that the internet was
Yeah,
flawless.
no, if we wouldn't do that, we could just film it.
Yeah. I think the gallery night thing would be the tits, because then we can get like one of the big tents and then have that decorated and it says Beyond Buzz all the way across. And then like, all right, what's that about? Because then we make it look like a bee up top, but then as it comes down, it's a red curtain and it says Beyond Buzz around the edges of it. Similar to like Larnell or Jason's little tent that they had when we did that crawfish boil a long time ago.
Yeah, you can get those customized easy. So,
Dude.
all right, we'll start looking at that tonight.
Yeah, we're fucking.
Because we're going to
sold.
Benelli's tonight, by the way.
Oh, okay, yeah, because we got a carb load before our race tomorrow. I don't know. Do you know what your prediction time was? I put like 54:37 or something for mine.
I didn't fill it out. Crystal,
Oh,
did, so
okay,
I don't
okay.
even know.
Yeah, I told Audrey, I was like, what time do you want me to put down? She's like, put down 1 hour and 3 minutes. I said, well, the maximum time's 60 minutes. So I was like,
Did they put a maximum time down?
yeah, it's 60 minutes. So if you're not
I
done
guess for the race, but I mean, because they let you finish, but I guess for the competitive part.
Yeah. So whatever time I guess you guessed, I just put 54 minutes and some change or whatever. But when I was thinking about it as I was walking on the treadmill the other day, I was like, we're going to be done in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I was
40
about to say,
minutes.
it
It's
didn't
not-
take
it's
me
not
very
bad.
long
Yeah.
last time I did it. Well, I've done it like 4 times, but yeah, it doesn't take very long. And it goes very fast because everyone's drinking. It's one big party. Everyone's it's craziness. It's like Mardi Gras for Irish people And
it doesn't even have to be anything either, because it was just it's very laid back and chill and everything.
Yeah.
I still have my text from March 11th, 2017 at 11:20 a.m. It says that I finished in 25 minutes and 45 seconds. I showed you right here.
a text message.
Yep.
Good God.
I keep all my text messages
Why?
because I even have the bad text that,
Oh my God.
yeah. All right. Stand by.
Dude, that's 7 years old.
Yeah. No, I have one that's almost 10 years old. It'll be 9 years old on July 25th.
Dude, what is your storage capacity?
Terabytage.
I was about to say,
Like 2
you need
terabytes.
it with stuff that old.
Anyway, so yeah, I have that. And then I have text messages from 2015, 2017, 2019, 2019, 2020.
Back when times were good.
Yeah, dude.
The good old days.
Pre-COVID texts,
Yep.
you know? So anyway.
Those are unfiltered, non-vaccinated texts.
Yeah, they were, yeah. They were all full of all kinds of coughing, bat-eating material. It was
Exactly.
insane. Oh, man. But anyway, so put down in the comment section below, because we'll go ahead and end this podcast right here. We'll get a head start on Benelli's. Go ahead and guess what I'm getting. There's a hint. It starts with a chicken. It ends with a Parmesan. That's what I'm getting. Unless... No, you're probably going to get the prosciutto thing if they have that, yeah.
Well, she will. I'm gonna. Oh man, I think I'm gonna do the T-Money
pesto?
sauce.
Oh, okay.
With
It's all deadly
with
there.
the shrimp. The Doms or whatever that other sauce is with the ghost peppers. I'm not doing that because that will destroy you. And
I'm not trying to have diarrhea tonight.
I need to be able to function tomorrow at this race and not just run the whole thing.
Not to mention, we got to get up early as fuck.
I don't want to run the whole race through my guts sitting down all day
In a porta potty.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's going to be stanky and humid in there because it's going to be raining. Dude, that's another thing that y'all don't realize. It's going to be raining. It's going to be pissing rain, allegedly, throughout this entire race. And it starts from like 8 to 12. And it says ends promptly at 12. Because I guess they only paid for Pensacola PD to block off the road for 4 hours.
Well, they want everyone to come inside too. Like the race technically starts at 9. Everyone gets there to pre-party and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But at noon, that's when they're like, nope. Yeah. All the drinks come back. You can get another one inside.
Mm-hmm. And then we'll charge you $12 for it.
I am totally down with eating some lunch in there and then filming. If we wanted to, we could film a podcast after.
Yeah,
in our outfits and everything.
Yeah. And worst case scenario, if we don't even get to filming another podcast, then we can just save our numbers and our jerseys and everything. Just wear it on the next one. Yeah. I did think about because we could pick up the packets today.
Yeah.
But earlier today, starting at 10 or whatever the fuck it was, and I almost thought maybe we should have picked them up, so therefore we could show them off on the podcast and then say, hey, this is what we're going to be wearing.
I will be
tomorrow.
wearing this hat tomorrow.
Yeah.
So that's a little glimpse.
Yeah, he's going to have to wring it out before he gets in the car or whatever.
It's going to be a whole thing.
Yeah. But we're going to Benelli's tonight. It's the yummy pasta place, which Dom actually said that he's willing to be on the podcast or that we could film the podcast at Benelli's, which would be the tits. Yeah. Because I'd be like, look, all right, come on, Dom. Sit down here, make us what you think is yummy, and then while you're making us yummy, we'll talk. And then once you're done making the yummy, then come and eat with us and talk and then drink. Because they actually make their own limoncello in-house. So you can they have limoncello and then they have different like off-brands of it. So there's a raspberry and a blackberry, a blueberry, whatever. So yummy. Mm. And if you sit at their sponsored table, it's a 2-seater. So you and Crystal would have to go by yourselves. Yeah. We've only sat there once or twice, but it's closest to the kitchen. And they say that you can hear the owners or Dom, for example, bitching at the staff and whatever.
I would like to do the interview with Dom and be like, all right, what's some of the craziest things? You know what I mean?
What's the most mad you've been at an employee and what do they do? I would love to know that. If you guys would love to know that, let me know down in the comment section below. That'd be cool. Any comments, questions, or concerns?
No.
All right. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not even going to say it. We're going to use my new little button that I made earlier today and Beehive, baby. I love how that works so perfectly.
Yeah.